Hey, it's Uncle Mark here again. Long time no see, I know. Let's try and save some money. So it's raining right now, and I thought this is a good time to try out rainx. It's a spray or a liquid that you can apply on your windshield, and what it does is it causes the water to bead so that you don't have to use your wipers as much, and it can be a safety concern if it's a real downpour and the wipers can't keep up. I'll show you what I mean. Let's go on the road for a minute and we'll show you wipers on, wipers off in this little drizzle. It can be hard to focus, but if you take a look right here at how the water is on the window versus where it's wiping, see the difference? See how the beads are not going anywhere, they're just staying there. Let's go a little faster. So this is highway speed, and you can see, it's kind of hard to see, but the water is basically staying on the window. And if it was really raining, boy, it would be a problem. I'm going to go apply this stuff, and then you'll see that, well, you don't even need the wipers on it. So I've got a little bottle of water, find that it helps. For the rainx here, they call it the invisible windshield wiper, or in French, le whatever glace invisible. I'm not very good at French. So the directions are pretty easy. They want you to clean the surfaces before treating it, and basically, well, I'll show you. So the instructions are to clean the window really good. So we're going to do that. A clean cloth and some glass cleaner. I like to use something with ammonia. I imagine most of them have that. Not to be anything too fancy. Just get the bugs off and that kind of thing. I think this one has to go up first, then this one. Of course, this is the wife's caravan. You see this in a few of the videos. We're on the road yesterday and got into a really wicked, crazy rainstorm. It almost hailed. I was worried. I had to slow right down. Couldn't see a darn thing though. Besides being worried about hail, I couldn't see where we were going. Wiper blades work fine. Just too much rain. I find when you use this stuff though, you don't have to use the wipers. It's a waste of time. So let that dry a little bit, and then we'll do an application. We should move this bottle, or set it like that. They say to put a little bit on here. I like to just have this just a little bit wet. Circular motions. You can even spray that, just don't get it on your paint. Got a whiff of it. I believe they do not want you doing this in the sun. And then it's going to turn hazy. I don't know if you can see that in this light or not. I mean, you will notice it is gone hazy. Pretty easy to use. One of those funny stories to tell you, well, not really funny, but Buddy and I went and picked up a car that his dad was giving him. And it was a big rainstorm. I'm sitting on the passenger side, he's sitting on the driver's side. I can see fine on the passenger side. His wipers are going and he can't see nothing. Turns out somebody used rainx on that side of the windshield and never did this side. I didn't even need the wipers going in there. Guess the only trouble was the driver was on this side. Well, I think that's pretty good for now. They're saying we can reapply this side, so I'm going to. Again, try not to get it on your paint because I don't think it likes paint. That's why they're suggesting squirt it on there. Well, I think that's going to do it. I'm going to let it dry for a couple minutes and come back to it. Now, they suggest either dribble a little bit of water on it. You can buff it with a dry rag, whatever works for you. I just sprayed just a little bit, a couple drops here and there. And just buff it. I find sometimes it still is a little bit hazy, but that'll go away. Here, I'm going to do a lot more water here. It's possible that I don't buff it enough. I don't know what's. Never had any trouble with this. There's no scare of a buildup of this stuff. Of the rainx. I can already see it's working. I'll show you. So you remember before, when we had water on there, it wouldn't move. Watch this. Look at it just run. That's what's going to happen when you're driving. The wind just blows it out of the way. Put your wiper blades back down gently. And, well, I'm going to see if it's still raining out. If it is, we'll go for a quick ride and just see how this works. Let's see how it's all beating now. And it's actually just running down. See it running down by itself. We get up to highway speed here again. Hopefully you can tell the difference. The way it's beating. The wiper for a second there. There we go. One thing about these Dodge vans, at least this edition of it, pretty noisy. It's raining fairly good here. Don't need the wipers on. Maybe I'll let you look more to the front of where we're driving. There you go. I love this stuff. Otherwise, wipers would be going like crazy. It's raining fairly good. I'll turn the wiper on just to show you. Total waste of time. Does this stuff work good? Especially at highway speeds, the stuff works really great. Let's just stop right here. Do a little U-turn on the highway. See all the nice green fields, and we're back. That little 4-liter revving up. I like the engine in this thing. But of course the video is all about the rainx stuff application. You saw how easy it was to put on. They say to put it on every month. Of course, where we live here, half the year is winter time, so I don't worry too much about it. Although it does work good in the winter too for ice, things like that. So there you go. I think the rainx is a big success. It's not very expensive. I know in Canada here it's got to be 7 or 8, let's say under 10 bucks. I'm not really sure what the price is. I didn't look. But it works good. And you'll see I'm wearing a different shirt too because, well, as soon as we did the application and drove it out of the garage, it stopped raining. But it started raining today, which is the next day, and I don't usually wear the same shirt twice. That's because I'm married now and somebody does my laundry for me. I have the magical underwear drawer. I don't know if you have one of those, where magically clothes just appear clean all the time. If you don't have one of those drawers, you should get one. My wife's gonna kill me for that. I'm married, ladies, just for the magical underwear drawer. Just a side note before we end this video too, doesn't work very good in town. Like if you're doing under 40 miles an hour or 60 kilometers an hour, you're gonna need wipers, which I need right now. But other than that, if you're doing lots of highway, I strongly suggest this stuff. Maybe there's some other brands of stuff that work almost as good. Don't use normal car wax, so that won't work very well. But this rainx stuff, it's, like they say, an invisible wiper for your windshield.